Hello, YouTubers. Hope this message finds you well. This is Mark Fuller from Manager of Wealth, and I'm just here to talk to you for a little while about what you need to be doing right now as a business owner as we head into this recession. The first thing I want you to know is that you should be really excited and focused right now. As things slow down a little bit, it should allow you to really focus and take this time to really map out and implement the strategy you want to use to get to where you want to go. Most fortunes, the basis of most fortunes, is made in the middle of recessions, depressions, and economic downturns. I don't want you to miss that because most people think that the fortunes are made in the boom times, but in actuality, now is the time to position yourself and your company to really take off. Most recessions, by the way, don't last more than 18 months. So if you're seeing a bit of a slowdown right now, you really need to redouble your efforts when it comes to marketing. You need to redouble your efforts when it comes to access to capital and learning how to use that capital to make other money. It's critically important. I can tell you that the conversation that I've been having over and over and over again as the market changes has been with business owners telling me that things are slowing down. And they tell me that things are slowing down. And the first question that I ask is, have you intensified your marketing? What are you doing right now, marketing wise? And the funny thing is, and I've seen this happen in the three recessions that I've been an adult in, every single time the rumor gets started that we're going into a recession, business owners almost automatically, because of their training, they start to slow down their marketing. They slow down their intensity. They slow down their capital spending to drive business. And here's the reality. Most people watching this video right now, you have never gotten to the capacity of your business, meaning you're not serving the maximum number of clients that your business could serve. And if you ever got to your capacity, that would still be a small fraction of people that could be served. What do I mean? I mean that go look up the numbers for during a recession, how many houses are sold. And then look at the numbers for in a boom, how many houses are sold in a year. And I know in the state of Maryland, you may see that number dip down from 22 to 25,000 and dip down in a slow period. It'll drop by about 20%. Well, 20% is only 5,000 houses, which means it's still 20,000 are going to get done. But when you talk to the average realtor and you ask them, how many houses are you doing a year in your best year? And they're going to tell you 30, 40, 60, 75 in a year. So the reality is that you're only having a recession because you choose to participate in it. If you scale up your marketing, you give yourself more opportunities, you make more offers to the public, because let me tell you something, and this is totally true of home buying. There's always somebody making money just coming into the market who is not affected by the downturn in stocks because they don't have any money in the stock market, who's not affected by unemployment because they're in a really good position at their company and they do not have any issues where that's concerned. So when you're saying, oh, well, people are losing jobs, this, that, and the third, yes, they are, but not the number of clients that you need. The number of clients that you need might be 100 clients, 200 clients, and those can be gained from marketing. It's funny, I was riding along in the car today, and they said that the interest rates on 30-year mortgages just hit 8%. Well, to most people, that's a reason to absolutely panic. I mean, 8% mortgage rates. But that just means to me, if you're panicking at 8%, then you don't remember that the rate was 8% in 2000. See, 23 years ago, when I was just a young whippersnapper getting ready to buy my first piece of property, the interest rate was 8%. And ultimately, what happened was I wasn't concerned with what the interest rate was. I was concerned with whether I could make the payment. And at that particular time, on the first house that I purchased at 8% with the income that I had, it worked. That's what I can tell you. My first mortgage payment was less than $800 a month. And with the money that I was making, that was not an issue. And so, therefore, it didn't matter that it was 8%. Now, there are people in the market right now, uh, young college grad, folks in the first 5 to 7 years of their work life, who, at the end of the day, they have a opportunity, right? Because remember, in Chinese, the symbol for crisis and opportunity is the same symbol. There is an opportunity right now for people to get into the market on entry level property, buy that first condo, buy that first townhouse, buy that first single family home, buy it at 8% because you can make the payment, because you can afford it, and then just do what I did, which is just wait, because 18 to 24 months from now, those interest rates are coming down. And you'll be able to, you already own the house, but when you refinance, you'll be able to take your payment down. Now, I'll tell you what is certain to happen. Let's say there's a house that's available right now for $300,000 and the interest rate is 8%. You can wait, but when interest rates drop back down to 5, there will be a rush on the market. And that house that was $300,000, even though the interest rate went down to 5.5% or 5%, the cost of that house is going up to $375. And so you have to make a strategic decision that you understand that rates aren't going to stay in this range long term. So you get in now and you secure the price of the house. Because when all the demand comes to the market, that's when prices go through the roof. And so everybody who waited and said, I'll wait till interest rates come down to 5.5, yes, but the actual cost of the house goes up $50,000 or $75,000 because of demand. I would rather be in, which I was, I got into the housing market the first time, and not when I had all of this financial savvy in mortgages, because the truth is that I bought my first house before I ever became a mortgage banker. I didn't know anything about mortgage banking when I bought my first house. 2 years later, after I bought the house, I was so curious because of how well the house had performed that I decided to make a career out of the mortgage business. But what I will tell you is that house tripled in value over that next 8 years. And I'm not saying every house out here now is going to triple in value. That's not the point. The point is that you don't want to end up paying too much. And so you've got to understand the opportunity that is before you. Do not sit on the sidelines griping about interest rates when the difference in payment, it might be $250 a month. But if you have it comfortably, then pull the trigger now, because you will see the payoff later on when everybody runs to the market. It always happens. When the television tells you that there's a recession, everybody slows down. And they say, oh my God, it's a recession. And then they stay out of the market even when they could have afforded to get in. Then they tell you it's a boom, and everybody runs to the market, and the price is 25% higher. It's ridiculous, but people are lemmings. And a lot of times they just simply do what the media tells them to do. I'm asking you to think about using common sense. Also, business owners, do not fall for the trap. The trap is, I heard it's a recession. Let me slow down. Let me not market. I'll start marketing again when the market picks up. No, you need to market for the available clients that are in the marketplace, whatever your profession is. There is still millions of people buying whatever it is you have to sell. And you probably only need hundreds or thousands of those people to actually purchase from you for your business to grow. Do not fall for the foolishness. Go out here and put your capital to work. Make sure your capital is in the marketplace making you money. Don't just sit there looking at those credit cards. Don't just sit there looking at your money in the bank and trying to wait for the recession to be over. That is absolute foolishness. I always tell people when it comes to marketing, I always use this analogy. What does McDonald's make? Right? Ask yourself that question. What do they make? Burgers, fries, shakes, desserts. They have made those same things for as long as you've been alive. So whether you're 20, 30, 50, 80, they've made those same things. If I say the words 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, what pops into your mind? For most people watching this, you think pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Why? Because they drilled that into your head in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, and you couldn't forget that sentence if you even tried. Well, I always tell my clients who tell me they're slowing down on marketing, I always say to them, you can afford to slow down on marketing the day that McDonald's slows down on marketing. And every time I turn on the television, they've got a commercial every 5 minutes. Every time I turn on the radio, they've got a commercial every 5 minutes. So if a company that is so ingrained in the American tapestry still finds it relevant to continually advertise every 5 minutes, and all of its competitors, Burger King, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Kentucky Fried Chicken, if they all find it necessary, even though everybody already knows what they sell, they already have a reputation, why are they continuing to market? Number one, you've got to stay top of mind. Number two, you've got to stay relevant. Number three, at the end of the day, people are going to eat every day 2 or 3 times a day. If they want to capture one of those meals from a segment of the population, they've got to make themselves available. And if you're not advertising, you're not making yourself available. So guess what? Someone who is advertising and making themselves available is going to eat your lunch. It is true if you are in finance. It's true if you're in real estate. It's true if you're in technology. It's true in every single business. If you are not making yourself findable, if you are not putting out quality information and education and reminding your clients that your service is available, you've got to let people know that your service is available. And I promise you that if you dedicate the time, energy, and the financial resources to let people who are looking for you know that you're available, or I should say people who are looking for your product or service know that it's available through you, you are going to do very well. And you're particularly going to do well in a recession because other people who are in your industry are going to foolishly slow down their sales, slow down their marketing, and they are going to make a path for you. So please understand that no matter what you do, please understand that you've got to be in the marketplace through your marketing during this recession. And you will see not only will your business expand during this recession, but in addition to that, when we come out of the recession and the market naturally picks up, you will be an industry leader in whatever you do. So if you want to take the lead in your industry, in your product or service, now during this recession is the time to market and advertise and promote what you do and make offers to clients who are looking for your product or service. I promise you that you will get an exciting payoff, and who knows, you may come out of this recession financially free. Thank you so much for listening. This is Mark Fuller, Manager of Wealth. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Stay cool, YouTubers.